Yesterday, the students accused Yoon of enacting illegal martial law and staging a pro-Yoon coup, asserting that he is unfit to serve as president and demanding his immediate resignation. The students vowed to continue their resistance. The original Busan Masan uprising, which began in October 1979, was a pro-democracy movement led by students against the Yushin dictatorship, contributing to the fall of the Park Chung-hee regime. Haeundae-gu has cancelled the Haeundae Light Festival lighting ceremony, originally scheduled for December 14th. The decision was made due to concerns that the event would be inappropriate in light of the current politically turbulent atmosphere. However, the Haeundae Light Festival will still happen as planned from December 14th to February 2nd next year. Time for international news. Evidence of human rights violations by the Bashar al-Assad regime, which ruled Syria with an iron fist for 2 generations, has been discovered again. According to BBC on the 10th local time, Syrian rebel forces who overthrew the al-Assad regime announced that they found more than 40 bodies at a military hospital in Harasta near Damascus. The rebels released videos and photos showing bodies covered with blood-stained white cloths piled up in a freezer. Time now for the weather. A dry weather advisory is in effect for the Busan region. Currently, it is 11 degrees Celsius and clear. The temperature will average around 9 degrees this evening. That's all we have time for this hour's news. Thanks for listening. You're listening to BEFM, 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM, 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with David Kim. BEFM, 부산영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The word 착하다 literally means having a good or kind nature. However, when combined with other words, it can take on new meanings. For example, good price, 착한 가격, refers to an affordable price that's easy for anyone to pay. Or good shop, 착한 가게, describes a place where you can enjoy tasty food at a low cost or buy quality products at a fair price. A good company, 착한 기업, means a business that supports the community and contributes to society. What other 착한 ideas do you think could exist? Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is David Kim, and welcome to For Your Busan. Let's kick it off with this song, Crazy by Gnarls Barkley.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. I was little, it looked like fun. If there's no coincidence, I've come. And I can die when I'm done. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe we're crazy.
Crazy by Gnarls Barkley. Welcome to For Your Busan. Good afternoon. I am your host, David Kim. Now, earlier, I mentioned the words that include the term 착한. Now, in kind, the word kind is used to describe a shop or a product. It usually implies affordability. However, it's the combination of great taste or quality with reasonable prices that truly defines 착한. And recently, Busan recognized 4 outstanding 착한 price businesses for helping to stabilize prices. And these are service providers offering high-quality services at prices lower than similar businesses. And as of September, there are 690 such businesses in Busan selected through district recommendations and on-site evaluations. And visiting these 착한 places where you can enjoy great food and services at fair prices is definitely worth considering. So are there any 착한 shops in your neighborhood? Let me know. Text me at pound 9050 shop 9050. It'll cost you 101 a Kakao Talk message or NoTube Live, as well as let me know today's text topic. You get to suggest one, and if you get picked, if yours get picked, you could win a prize as well. So send those messages to us. Meanwhile, I'll tell you what's coming up in today's show. We have Busan Is, short for Busan Is Amazing. We get to dive into all the reasons that make Busan such a wonderful place to live in. And today, we don't have our regular Hongdangdang announcer, but someone special. Okay, so look forward to that. And we have DJ, short for Davis Journal, and you get to discover what caught my eye today. And we have Work Life Busan with Jennifer to tell us all about good tips and advice on how to survive the work life here in Busan. And we have in the second half, My Life, My English, the journey of my life and English as told by the people of Busan. And our quiz segment where you can participate and win some prizes. And Busan 친구 Talk with Melissa to come in, who's a local here in Busan and an American, and we'll be talking about different topics and issues and things that expats here perceive life in Busan City. So yeah, send me those messages and let me know. And yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll go right into our first segment, Busan Is.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
We have in the studio someone special by the name of Olivia. Olivia, Bia. How are you doing?
Oh, so good.
So good.
Yeah.
How was your week so far? 오늘 이번 한 주 어땠나요?
이번 한 주요. 연말이잖아요. 바쁘게 지내고 있습니다.
Oh, good.
네.
바빠야죠.
It's so busy.
So busy these days, and
Yes.
you're here in place of Hongdangdang. Do you know where she is?
어디 가셨죠?
I have no idea.
I have no idea too.
Okay, she'll tell us tomorrow. But good to have you back here again. 여기 처음은 아니잖아요.
맞아요.
네, so it's a returning guest.
그동안 좀 많이 업되셨네요.
업됐나요?
네, 텐션이.
Oh, right now it's kind of a normal tension. This is normal. This is normal. Okay.
Okay.
That was too long of a silence. 너무 길었어요, silence가. All right. You're here to give us news updates. 오늘 뉴스도 얘기하고 그리고 하하 타임도 있잖아요.
기대하세요.
Alright, 기대하겠습니다. 일단 뉴스를 먼저 짚어볼까요?
네, 부산 지역 고용률이 6개월 동안 58%대를 유지 중입니다. 오늘 동남통계청이 발표한 부산시 고용 동향을 보면 지난달 부산 고용률은 58.2%로 지난해 같은 달보다 0.7%포인트 올랐습니다. 부산 고용률은 지난 6월 58.3%를 기록한 이후 11월까지 58%를 유지 중이고 11월 부산 취업자 수도 169만 6천 명으로 1년 전보다 13,000명, 0.8% 증가했습니다.
Right. So our first news, according to the November employment trends report by the Dongnam Statistics Office released today, Busan's employment rate has remained stable in the 58% range for 6 consecutive months. The employment rate for November stood at 58.2%, up 0.7 percentage points compared to the same month last year. The number of employed persons in Busan reached 1.696 million, an increase of 13,000 from the previous year.
네, 부산시는 올해 2월부터 최근까지 학교와 유치원, 어린이집을 포함하는 집단급식소와 집단급식소 식품 판매업소 등 2,637곳을 점검했는데 식품위생법 위반업소 11곳이 적발됐다고 밝혔습니다. 적발된 업소는 소비기한 경과제품 보관 사용 4곳, 보존식 미보관 3곳, 조리장 위생불량 3곳, 이물혼입 1곳을 포함해 모두 11곳입니다. 또 부산시가 집단급식소 등 집중관리시설 내 조리식품 199건, 음용수 3건, 조리기구 1,874건을 포함한 2,081건을 수거해서 보건환경연구원에 검사를 의뢰한 결과 식품 기준과 규격 등에 모두 적합한 것으로 나타났습니다.
So Busan City said today that inspections of 2,637 group catering facilities, including schools, kindergartens, and daycare centers, resulted in 11 establishments being flagged for violations of the Food Sanitation Act. Violations included storing or using expired products, failure to keep preserved food samples, poor kitchen hygiene, among others.
네, 미복귀 전공의 처단 포고령에 의료계 반발이 극심한 가운데 내년 3월 수련을 시작하는 부산 지역 전공의 지원자도 한 자릿수에 그쳐 의료 공백이 더욱 커질 전망입니다. 부산 지역 의료계에 따르면 지난 9일 내년 상반기 1차 레지던트 모집을 마감한 결과 부산대병원 1명, 동아대병원 2명에 그쳤습니다. 부산의료원은 지원자가 없었습니다. 이외에 부산에 있는 수련병원 역시 모집 인원이 크게 미달된 것으로 알려졌습니다.
So amid a backlash in the medical field over penalties for absent medical residents, the number of applicants for medical residencies in Busan for March 2024 has dropped to single digits, exacerbating concerns over healthcare gaps. As of the 9th, Busan National University Hospital received only 1 applicant, Donghwa University Hospital 2, and Busan Medical Center none, against quotas of 75, 45, and 9 respectively. Other training hospitals in the region also reported significant shortfalls in applications.
부산 해운대구는 오는 14일 해운대 해수욕장에서 진행할 예정인 해운대 비축제 점등식 행사를 취소한다고 밝혔습니다. 정치적으로 어수선한 사회 분위기에 이벤트성 행사가 부적절하다는 의견에 따른 결정입니다. 점등식 행사는 취소되지만 해운대 비축제는 14일부터 내년 2월 2일까지 예정대로 진행됩니다. 구남로 해운대시장, 해운대 온천길, 해운대 해수욕장 백사장 일대 1.35km 구간에 설치된 빛 조형물을 만날 수 있습니다.
Right, so Haeundae District in Busan announced the cancellation of the Haeundae Light Festival lighting ceremony, which was scheduled to take place at Haeundae Beach on the 14th at 6 p.m. Now, this decision was made in response to opinions that such an event would be inappropriate given the politically turbulent atmosphere in society. Although the lighting ceremony has been cancelled, the Haeundae Light Festival will proceed as planned, running from the 14th until February the 2nd of next year.
네, 부산 국제 어린이 청소년 영화제 비키는 서울 송파구와 업무 협약을 체결하고 2025년 1월부터 송파에서 영화제 출품작을 선보이기로 했습니다. 이번 협약은 아시아 최대 어린이 청소년 영화제인 비키와 송파구가 청소년 문화 콘텐츠와 사업 아이디어를 교환하는 기회를 마련하기 위해 추진됐습니다. 협약에 따라 비키는 송파구와 협력해 송파 글마루 도서관과 송파 어린이 도서관 내 극장에서 해외 장편 8편과 국내 단편 3편을 상영하는 송파 어린이 청소년을 위한 영화제를 2025년 1월 4일부터 2월 23일까지 개최합니다. 송파구는 행사 운영과 실행을 지원하고 장소와 편의시설 제공, 안전관리 등을 맡습니다. 비키는 영상 콘텐츠 교류와 정보 제공, 어린이 청소년 프로그램 개발을 담당합니다.
Right, so the Busan International Kids and Youth Film Festival, BIKI for short, signed a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, with Songpa-gu, based in Seoul, on December the 10th. And starting in January 2025, the festival will showcase its selected films in Songpa-gu area. Now, this agreement aims to create opportunities for exchanging youth cultural content and business ideas between BIKI, the largest children's and youth film festival in Asia, and Songpa-gu.
네.
And that will do it for today's news updates, right?
Yes.
Okay, and as per usual, we have the haha time. 오늘의 하루에 하나를 하하라고 부르잖아요. 그래서 오늘의 하루에 하나 하나가 입에 잘 안 붙어요. 하하 타임입니다.
네.
So what is today's Korean idiom? Tell us. And as per usual, I'll have to try to guess by filling in the blank. 이 빈칸 제가 맞춰야 되잖아요.
맞아요.
보기도 드릴 거죠?
당연하죠. 네.
Alright.
I'm looking forward this time.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Before we go, we've had 상민 Park님 saying 올리비아가 나오셨네요. 네, 저는 처음 봬요. 이쁘시네요.
어머.
오, 하하 타임까지? 와우. So lots of 기대. 지금 기대 만땅입니다, 여러분.
네.
오늘 하하 타임. 어떻게 할까요?
제가 하하 타임을 하기 전에 요즘
네.
데이빗의 폼이 되게 좋잖아요.
폼이요?
그 뜻 잘 모르죠. 그 요즘 잘하고 있잖아요. 하하 타임 잘 마치고 있잖아요.
그죠.
그래서 저에게 어려운 거 내도 괜찮다. 내가 모든 걸 다 마치겠다라고
네.
자신감을 보여줬기 때문에 정말로 어려운 걸 가지고 왔습니다.
오케이.
네. 땡땡땡 부러워 말고
네.
내 한 몸 튼튼히 가져라.
땡땡땡 부러워 말고
네.
내 한 몸 튼튼히 가져라.
네, 이게 어떤 뜻이냐면요. 권세나 권력이 있는 사람들의 도움에 헛된 욕심 부리지 말고 너의 몸의 건강이나 바른 행실을 위해 힘쓰라는 말입니다. 네, 그래서 제가 보기를 준비해 왔는데 보기를 이야기해 드릴까요?
그렇죠. 보기가 있어야 되겠죠.
네, 보기 첫 번째 1번 차은우. 차은우 부러워 말고 내 한 몸 튼튼히 가져라. 2번 일론 머스크. 일론 머스크 부러워 말고 내 한 몸 튼튼히 가져라. 3. 삼정승. 부러워 말고 내 한 몸 튼튼히 가져라. 4번 수도승. 어렵죠?
쉬운데요.
쉽다고요?
네, 차은우는 아니고요. 차은우가 어떻게 보면은 요즘
그쵸?
많이 나오는 인물이고 he's like the hottest, the most masculine guy in Korea. hot star잖아요.
맞아요.
근데 이건 속담이니까 옛날에는 차은우가 없었잖아요. So I'm thinking it's 3번 같은데요.
네.
What do you guys think? Listeners, can you help me out with the answer today for haha? Is it 삼정승 or 수도승? It's either one. 수도승은 아닌 것 같아요. 뭔가 capital win 아닌 것 같고 three mind, three feelings win. 상의 party tonight 복장이시네요. Oh, sorry. I was reading the wrong message. But I'm thinking it's number 3.
딩동댕 해야 되나요? 딩동댕. 아니. 왜 이렇게 똑똑하죠?
밖에서 다 박수 치고 있어요.
잘해요.
Not bad, right?
잘한다.
성평가 아니야, 한 거 아니야?
그래도 일단 시대가 조선 시대라서 당연히 모를 거라고 생각을 했거든요.
어떤 정답을 하기를 바랬나요?
저 차은우요.
진짜요?
네.
Are you kidding me? 농담하시는 거죠?
근데 저는
네.
영어 실력은
네.
데이빗 부러워하고 있습니다.
그래요?
네.
We should not. 뭐뭐 부러워하지 말고 내 몸 한 튼튼히 가져라.
알겠습니다. 그렇게 하겠습니다.
Alright, Olivia, thank you so much for coming in today with the news update. 오늘 뉴스도 감사드리고요. 오늘 재밌는 속담도 감사합니다.
네.
Alright, and see you next time whenever we can. 또 뵙겠습니다.
네, 또 불러주세요.
네. Alright, that was Olivia with us. Oh no, before you go, Olivia님 잠깐만요. 다시 돌아오실 수 있어요?
네.
오늘의 문자 주제가 정해졌거든요.
네.
오늘 문자 주제에 답변을 주셔야 합니다. It was suggested by 8072번님 who said 뉴스를 볼 때 가장 먼저 보는 페이지는 어떤 페이지인가요? 정치, 경제, 사회, 세계, 과학, 연예, 스포츠 등등. What do you look for? Which news page do you look at first when you open the newspaper or when you go onto the news website? Which one? I'm thinking 연예계.
연예계?
Yeah.
생각보다 그렇게 관심이 없어요.
그러면 sports.
아니요.
그러면은 반면 let's say 경제.
경제 좋아합니다.
요즘 MZ는 경제 많이 보잖아요.
맞아요.
네.
그리고 막 투자를 많이 하거나 이러진 않아요.
그냥 어떻게 상황이 돌아가는지.
스터디.
gotcha.
Yeah. 전 사실 정치를 제일 많이 봅니다.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's good to be aware of what's going on.
맞아요.
그렇죠.
네.
어떻게 이게 돌아가는지
맞아요.
세상이.
네.
We need to know and be aware. Cool. Thank you for your response. See you next time.
Yeah, see you.
And that was Olivia with us. I forgot her nickname. 우리 뭐라고 부르셨죠 그때? 올리고당. That was 올리고당 with us. Yes, 달콤한 올리고당. All right, we're going to take a song break and we'll be right back. But before we do so, let me know. Tell me the responses for today's text topic. 오늘의 문자 주제는요. 뉴스페이퍼, 신문을 볼 때, 뉴스를 볼 때 가장 먼저 보는 페이지 어떤 페이지인지 알려주세요. We'll take that quick song break. This is Lullaby by Segala and Paloma Faith.
Will you lay me down, make my heart the only sound, throw my fears all to the ground? Will you hold me? Will you serenade me with the song you used to play till the night turns into day? Will you hold me? 'Cause all I need is somebody near me when my heart gets weak. Somebody out there watching over me when I'm so tired I can't even sleep. Won't you sing me your sweet lullaby? Just the sound of your voice is the thing that I need. Won't you sing me your sweet lullaby? I could fall for the sound of your sweet melody. 'Cause I just need your song, something to sing along. When I'm not feeling strong, I need you to sing me your sweet lullaby. Need the sound of your sweet melody, so sing to me. So sing to me. Need the sound of your sweet melody, so sing to me. I'll be there when you're down, 'cause forever I am bound. Oh my love, I'll shout it out, let me hold you. No journey is too far for the one who healed my scars. You're my savior, you're my star, let me hold you. 'Cause all I need is somebody near me when my heart gets weak. Somebody out there watching over me when I'm so tired I can't even sleep. Won't you sing me your sweet lullaby? Just the sound of your voice is the thing that I need. Won't you sing me your sweet lullaby? I can fall for the sound of your sweet melody, so sing to me. When I'm not sleeping, you're all I need, and when my heart stops beating, just sing to me. When I'm not sleeping, you're all I need, and when my heart stops beating, just sing to me. I'm not sleeping, you're all I need, and just sing to me. And you please sing to me. Won't you sing me
time for DJ David's Journal. Dear Diary, as the year ends, everyone seems to take stock of their accomplishments, unfinished tasks, and even spending habits. Now, this reflection isn't just for individuals. Experts and websites also summarize key events, trends, and statistics to give us a snapshot of the past year. One tradition I always find interesting is Oxford University Press's Word of the Year. Now, every December, they select a word that reflects the spirit of the year through public voting and expert analysis. For 2024, the chosen word is brain rot. Describing the mental decline caused by over-consuming trivial online content, especially on social media. Though popular now, the term actually dates back to 1854. Other shortlisted words include demure, dynamic pricing, and romanticy, all reflecting distinct social and cultural themes. Other dictionaries also shared their picks. The Cambridge Dictionary chose manifest, symbolizing the realization of desires, while Collins Dictionary picked brat, a term redefined by younger generations as cool or stylish. Now, it got me thinking, what word would represent my 2024? What would David's word of the year be? All right, you're tuned in to For Your Busan. The time is now 4:31 in the afternoon. Let me know what news page do you look at first when you go on to the news website or read the newspaper? That is today's text topic as suggested by 8072번님. And we've had earlier Olivia or 올리고당당 to come in with us for our Busan Is segment. And lots of people have chimed in and complimenting Olivia, saying she looks very mature and acts very mature for her age. I don't know her age, though. That's a good question. And we've had people texting in today's text topic answer. Benny Nim saying, for me, politics first, because I want to know what's going on. Second is social or 사회 issues. When Hangang won, it was really good to know. And then third is sports, because I want to talk about know what's going on when Steve comes in for the Tuesday segment. And lastly, entertainment. Awesome. Thank you for the detailed response, Benny Nim. 마이클 킴님 saying 올리고당 뭔가 닉네임이랑 잘 어울리시네요. 그죠? 마이클 킴님 also texting in 요즘은 정치 가장 먼저 보고요. 그 다음은 스포츠. 부산에 프로 배구팀 하나 유치할 수 있게 힘 좀 써주세요. I have no him for that, but what I can say is it'll be nice if Busan can have a pro 배구 team. Daegu is volleyball. Pro volleyball team in Busan. That would be awesome to have. For sure. I love volleyball. Volleyball is so fun. Let's see. We also had Pure Bride Nim texting in. Cake Like Two Nim, Jin Lee Nim, Summer Nim, all tuning in and saying hi and exchanging greetings to one another. Chic Nim as well. Thank you all for tuning in. Jo Hyun-chul Nim also tuned in, helping me out with the answer of the multiple choice for the fill in the blanks for the haha time. And said 삼정승이긴 한데 일론 머스크도 부럽네요. 그렇죠. We all want to be Elon Musk. Or maybe 차은우. Which one would you choose? 차은우 or Elon Musk? If you could live in that body for one day. Just for food for thought. Just for fun. All right. Keep those messages coming in to us. We'll take a quick song break and we'll be right back. This is 우주를 줄게 by 볼빨간 사춘기.
커피를 너무 많이 마셨나 봐요. 심장이 막 두근대고 잠은 잘 수가 없어요. 한참 뒤에 별빛이 내리면 난 다시 잠들 순 없겠죠. 지나간 새벽을 다 세면 다시 내 곁에 잠들겠죠. 너의 품에 잠든 난 마치 천사가 된 것만 같아요. 내리는 비처럼 반짝이는 널 가지고 싶어 Get my mind 엄지와 검지만 해도 내 마음을 너무 잘 표현해 부터 안 달라니까 마냥 떨리기만 한 게 아니야 준비가 되면 쏠리는 공위성처럼 네 주위를 마구 맴돌려 해 더 가까워진다면 네가 가져줄래 이 떨림을 어제는 내가 기분이 참 좋아서 지나간 행성에다가 그대 이름 새겨놓았죠 한참 뒤에 별빛이 내리면 그 별이 가장 붉게 빛나요 지나간 새벽을 다 세면 다시 내 곁에 잠들겠죠 별빛 아래 잠든 난 마치 온 우주가 가진 것만 같아 난 그대 품에 별빛을 쏟아내리고 은하수를 만들어 어디든 날아가게 할 거야 Cause I'm no pilot anywhere Cause I'm no pilot anywhere Light and sky, shooting star 지게 내 galaxy Cause I'm no pilot anywhere Cause I'm your pilot 내 곁에 저 별을 다 내게만 지게 my galaxy I'm no pilot anywhere Cause I'm no pilot anywhere Light and star, shooting star 지게 내 galaxy Cause I'm no pilot I'm your pilot Light and star, shooting star 지게 my galaxy Lie, 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 lie Lie, 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 lie
You are now listening to For Your Busan with David Kim. Stay tuned every day from 4:05 to 6 p.m. for more.
We now have Dr. Warabu in the studio. How are you doing?
Good. I'm sick, Dr. Warabu, today.
Oh no, doctor's sick.
I caught a cold.
I thought doctors never get sick. You know, doctors are always busy doing something, and so they don't have time to get
to
sick.
be sick.
Yeah. But
So I'll try my best to recover as soon as possible.
Yes, please. Yeah, get some good rest.
Yeah.
Drink lots of water. You know, the usual drill.
But I have
Hopefully-
enough energy for this segment.
That's good to hear. Yeah, when you came in, I didn't even know you were sick until you and Jang PD were talking about how you're
okay.
recovering and stuff, and I'm like, huh?
I just sound a bit nasally.
Yeah, you don't even
blocked
look
nose.
sick. You don't even sound sick. But that's good, right? That's good.
Okay. Yeah.
And everyone tuning in and listening in, I know it's like cold these days, so please dress appropriately when going
Yeah,
out.
you need to bundle up in layers.
Exactly. I actually started wearing my big jacket, like my parka jacket today.
I thought you were going to say 내복.
No, I don't wear that. I actually have a lot of body heat. And so like I just have 2 layers on here, and then I wear a big jacket, and that's good enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you tend to be sweaty? Like if you wear too much?
The thing is, I don't sweat a whole lot either. I just turn really red. My face will turn red from all the heat that goes up to my head and my hands. Yeah.
Right.
Well, we have Dr. Warabu, aka Jennifer, in the studio. We have Benny Nim texting in saying hello, and Michael Kim Nim and Pure Brian Nim as well.
안녕하세요.
And in this segment, we talk about different ways we can interact with our coworkers at our workplaces and how we can go about solving different situations, right?
Yeah. Mhm. And making a happier workplace
Yeah.
altogether.
Right. Okay, well, speaking of, happiness and speaking of partying, because someone texted in earlier that my outfit, I think we should talk about it.
Oh, I
because-
love it. You're ready for a club. You should do some disco dancing.
I haven't gone clubbing in a while, but this outfit is very 뭐라 그러죠? Flashy.
Very velvety. And
Yeah. And it's very soft. It was on sale. I grabbed it on sale.
Oh, so it's a recent purchase item.
그죠. 마이클 킴님 said 오늘 party tonight 복장이시라 데이빗님 안 추우실 것 같아요. Yeah, it's I'm ready for the partying. Yeah.
You need that club lighting.
Yeah, we should turn it on and off, on and off. Unch. And we're here to talk about the party culture. No, we're not. We're here to talk about workplace stuff. Okay, workplace culture. So let's kick things off.
Okay, so let me kick things off with a question. How much do you think we should share about our personal lives with our colleagues?
That's a good question.
Are you really open about things with your colleagues?
I'm open to talk about a lot of things that are on the surface level, but anything that's just too personal, I keep it to only me, myself, and I, or maybe my best friends.
Oh, okay.
I don't share my personal details and stories with my colleagues.
It's also something to do with the culture. Like in Korean society, we ask a lot of personal questions, right?
Yeah. Yeah, things like, are you married yet?
Oh, yeah. How old are you? Are you married yet? Do you have children?
Right.
Yeah, those things. And then, when you ask with a good intention and get back an answer like none of your business, mind your own business.
Sure.
That can really hurt.
It
right?
can be offensive, and it can create that ridge between you and your colleagues.
The
you
tension.
can't really develop a closer bond or closer ties.
Yeah.
And so, I guess it's important on how to communicate with your colleagues, not to create a rift, I suppose.
And find a good balance.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's what we are going to talk about today, privacy in the workplace.
Okay.
There are those who don't want their personal lives to overlap with work, and those who tend to blur the boundaries a little too much.
Sure. And also there are also people who want to connect with colleagues but struggle to figure out how, which is why this is a good topic.
Yeah, I think so too. So let's dive into our first story, which highlights the challenges of oversharing in the office, like oversharing emotionally. So would you like to read this one for us?
Okay, so this is a story from Tae-han-nim, and here is what he says. I work in a small office, and there's one colleague who just doesn't seem to have any boundaries. He's constantly sharing personal stories, everything from arguments with his wife to his child's test scores. At first, I try to be polite and listen, but now it's overwhelming. I feel trapped every time he starts talking because it's hard to cut the conversation short without seeming rude. I just want to focus on work, but this TMI is stressing me out. How do I set boundaries without hurting his feelings? Oh man, poor Tae-han-nim.
Yeah, I can definitely see how that would be exhausting. It can be really exhausting.
It's not even like he asked him. He just keeps on babbling about his life, right?
And Tae-han has to see this guy or a woman, I don't know, but a guy,
Sure.
every day, every single day.
Sure. We've had a message coming in just in time for that. Michael Kinnan said, 회사에서 사적인 내용은 he said he used this quote, expression, the less you know, the better.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, okay.
Unless you become really close friends over a long period of time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes when you work at a company for a long time, you tend to build a closer relationship.
Yeah, you develop
with
friendship.
Someone. Right.
Yeah. But so good working relationship is very important. But it's sometimes it can be too much.
Sure.
TMI, overly personal, and it can cross a line, and we got to be really careful.
Exactly. So Tae-han's challenge is how to balance maintaining a good working relationship, like being a good coworker or colleague, while gently setting those boundaries. So what's your advice?
Well, here's my advice for Tae-han. Start small. When your colleague starts sharing something personal, redirect the conversation back to work or politely excuse yourself. Oh, excuse me, I have to go and get a cup of coffee or make an excuse, to make your way out of the office.
Exit yourself.
Yeah, for example, you could say, I'm in the middle of a project right now, but let's catch up later. I'm doing something really important. I'm writing an email. So over time, they may get the hint without feeling offended.
Yeah, it's kind of like 밥 한번 먹자.
But to be frank, I feel a little bit sorry for this guy as well.
Yeah?
He may not have enough friends to talk to.
Oh, I
Very
see.
lonesome.
It is, I think, a good approach. It's kind of direct, but in a nice way.
Yeah,
right?
nice
You're
way.
not being rude. Okay, and if it continues, Taehan could also consider having an honest but professional conversation, like a good pro talk with his colleagues, emphasizing that he values their working relationship and needs to focus more on tasks during the daytime, not babbling and talking about personal stuff.
Sure. You can just say, like, honestly, I need to focus on my work.
Right.
I think that's enough,
Right.
Boundaries don't have to mean shutting someone out completely, It's about finding the right balance.
Exactly. So you really need to know when to cut someone off as well. Like when they're constantly babbling. Maybe you could say something that you can relate to it. Like, hey, that seems like an awful, situation that you're in. But I really got to get to work.
Because everybody's different. I'm sure there are people who really enjoy chatting at workplace. Then that person can find someone who also enjoys chatting.
Exactly. You got to find someone who can
Your
chat
soulmate.
with you. Yeah. All right, let's move on to another story. This second story comes from Hyunjung, and I suppose you can read this one.
I better read this one. Okay. So this is what she has to say. I've been working with a colleague for over a year, but I still feel like we are strangers. She's always polite and professional, but she rarely shares anything personal or engages in small talk. I've tried inviting her to lunch or asking her about her weekend, but her responses are always brief. It's starting to feel a bit awkward, and I can't help but wonder if she doesn't like me. How can I bridge this gap and build more friendly connection?
All right.
이거 완전 반대인데요.
Exactly. Very interesting contrast to the first story. So to kind of briefly go back, Daehan's issue was too much talking, too much sharing personal stuff. Hyunjung is dealing with someone who's keeping everything to themselves.
Yeah, and Hyunjung wants to be more friendly with this coworker.
Get to know them a little bit, right?
Yeah. So it's difficult. It's worth nothing but that. But not everyone is. Like, you have to remember, not everybody is feeling comfortable mixing personal and professional lives. Like I said before, everybody is different. Yeah. Some people just prefer to keep their distance, and that's okay too.
Exactly.
You gotta accept it. You gotta embrace it.
Exactly. But Hyunjung here clearly wants to build a connection. Right? Not just a colleague where you don't know anything about that person, but so I guess my advice would be to give the person some time. And not to take that personally, that rejection as personal. And just keep being friendly to that person and being more open arms, so that they are more, so that they know that you are approachable at any time.
More welcoming,
But you also have to respect their boundaries.
Oh, exactly. And maybe Hyunjung could find ways to connect that feel less personal but still engaging. To find the ways to do that. Like talking about shared work projects or lighter topics like current events or hobbies.
Sure.
Instead of getting too personal.
Yeah, something where you can find a common ground between you and a colleague without getting too deep into like relationship stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes people need a bit more time or different approach to open up. And so, try poking in one way. If it doesn't work, poke from another direction. And the key is to be patient and consistent without pushing too hard.
And please don't take it personally it will only hurt your feelings.
Oh, for
right?
sure. Yeah. You don't want to ruin any work relationship
Yeah.
either because that could get really awkward between you and your colleagues, and you don't want awkwardness.
No, I'm sure it's nothing personal.
Yeah.
So we've covered two very different privacy dilemmas today. What's your takeaway from them?
Everything requires balance, and anything too much can lead to puncturing a hole that you cannot repair.
Yeah.
Basically. And so if you're talking with someone and trying to build a closer relationship with that person, just be patient, approach them with open arms and give them time.
Yeah, you cannot push people
Yeah.
to do things your way.
Exactly.
And I don't know, I may sound too harsh, too direct, but try to find friends outside. There are plenty of people.
Yeah, I mean, if you listen to one of our other segments, it's called My Hometown Olympics. Steve comes in and he tells about all these sports clubs and events that you can attend to, and that's where you can meet greet and make new connections.
You can take up a new hobby.
Exactly.
And, then there you can make friends.
Exactly. Not at workplaces because you don't want to. Because you're going to be seeing that person every single day.
Yeah, and some people they don't want to mix work and social life together.
Exactly. Yeah, that can get awkward for some, and so they just want to avoid it at all costs. So something to keep in mind.
Yeah, it's so important to understand that everybody has their own values and perspectives.
Exactly.
And we should respect those differences.
I totally agree. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
We've had Michael Kim님 texting in. 가끔 생각해보면 그렇게 투머치로 피곤하게 하는 동료들을 대하는 노력도 이 샐러리에 포함되는 것 같아요.
Yeah, part of your income.
Yeah, part of your maybe
Yeah.
you've made a deal with your boss saying, "Hey, you should talk to
be
that
nice,
person,
be
get to
kind,
know that
be
person."
friendly.
Yeah, and he's like, "Okay, sir or ma'am."
Yeah.
Making teamwork.
Making
Teamwork. Yeah, exactly. yeah.
Maybe it's the boss's problem. The boss is telling him like so bluntly, "You need good teamwork. That's why you're lacking." And this guy's like, "Okay, so I should talk to each coworker very often."
I mean, I highly value teamwork and collaboration. I think those are so important.
For sure.
But making friends at work, that's another thing, right?
Yeah. And keep the TMIs to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who wants to hear? Children's great, and the fight with your wife, and all
Right.
these things,
Exactly. Maybe there's someone in another department that might be on the same wavelength as you. Maybe you
그
can
자식
connect better.
자랑, 돈 자랑은 친구들한테 하면 될 것 같아요.
Yeah, not at workplace.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you so much. It's always my pleasure.
Hopefully you feel better soon.
Thank you.
right.
I
See you
will
next
try.
week.
Bye.
And that was Jennifer with us for Work Life Busan. Dr. Warabu, hopefully she feels better soon. But yeah, text me. Let me know what news segment, what news area do you look at first when you go onto the news website or when you read a newspaper? That is today's text topic. We're going to wrap things up with a song, but we'll be back at 5 for the second half of the show where we have the quiz where you can participate to win some prizes. And then we have Melissa to come in for Busan 친구 Talk. So lots of fun segments coming your way. Don't go anywhere. The song we're going to be listening to wrap up the first hour is Something New by Lee Henry.
That little thing I thought that little thing truly would stay so very small. But the more that I thought about that little thing, it grew to be gigantic. And now I've got this feeling I'm over you, alright. And I know right now what I've got to do. I'll only say this once, so listen close and hear me
Somebody snitched on me, so I'm getting nothing for Christmas. Mommy and Daddy are mad. I'm getting nothing for Christmas, 'cause I ain't been nothing but bad. I put a tack on TV.
Spirits bright, what fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
지금 방송 광고라는 부메랑을 던져보세요. 소비자를 향해 정확히 날아가는 광고, 힘차게 돌아가는 경제, 부메랑처럼 다시 기업의 이익으로 되돌아오니까요. 방송 광고, 경제에 큰 힘이 됩니다. 부산 방송광고발전협의회.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
포열 부산?
That's it. 포열 부산 아닙니까? There you go.
원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
You're absolutely right.
포열 부산.
Perfect.
포열 부산.
Yes.
할까요? 포열 부산. 잠깐만요.
You're now listening to For Your Busan with me, David Kim.
Hi guys, this is Jenny, and yes, welcome back. Today we got our new guest. So let's say hi. Hello, hello.
Hello, my name is Younggun Lee, and I'm 27 years old, and I'm Busan National University student. I'm studying at College of Education, especially Society Education.
Oh wow, society education. Well, first of all, such a pleasure to have you here today. All right, then I wonder, how did you get to know about this BEFM?
At first, it was not that big event. I was just going home by subway, and I saw the advertisement about BFM by Boogie.
Oh, Boogie.
Yeah, the seagull, cute one.
Yes, I know,
Yeah.
right.
And then I went to the YouTube channel of BFM, and the first program I saw was Kongeringel.
Oh yes, Kongeringel. That's right.
Yes.
Actually, I used to join the Kongeringel and sometimes with Boogie. And yes, that's right, the Boogie cute seagull. So that's how you've got to know about this BEFM. Then, well, I also wonder, how did you get to learn English for the first time?
Well, like most of other Korean students, my parents recommended me to join the English 학원.
Oh, English 학원, you mean the academy, right?
Yeah, like cram school or
Oh,
like-
right.
Yeah, and when I was 11 years old, I went to English 학원, and it was my first time to study English.
Oh.
So I could say that there was no big motivation for English at first time.
Right. Actually, as you've said, most of common Korean students, we don't get to, just randomly love English, but
Yeah.
most of us go to 학원 or learn English through our parents' recommendations.
Yeah, most of them, I think.
Right. So that's how you've got to learn English for the first time. Then, well, as you said, you have studied English since you were in the age of 11. Were there any moments like you felt proud of yourself or maybe finding it beneficial through speaking English?
Let me think about. Well, there were many times when I felt that kind of emotion, but the time when I used this English, this language for other guys were much special for me.
Right.
For example, when I helped American family at Subway by using English, it was really something special experience for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you've got to help an American family in Subway by speaking English. Can you please tell me more about that?
They were going 서면, and they didn't know how to use paper ticket, you know.
Oh, right. I know
That's
that.
nice one. So I just told them just put that paper in this hole, and then everything happens.
Okay, it was quite specific. So yes, that's when you felt proud of yourself by speaking English. Then this might be a very, very important question for our listeners, maybe. Are there any tips or maybe little tidbits for studying English?
I would recommend others to speak English at daily life because I think using English as much as you can is really important at learning English. I mean, all kind of language. And if you try to use English at daily life, then you could do it without an effort, even if you are not at great level.
That's right. Well, I think you're trying to say like to make your own, English learning or English speaking environment in your daily life, right?
Yes, and in your daily life.
Okay, and to give our listeners a little tip is to refer to BFM channel on YouTube because we have lots of educational programs and all those videos uploaded on YouTube. So please check them out on YouTube. All right, so thank you so much for sharing your little tips for studying English. All right, then this will going to be our very last and the most important question for you. I wonder what lies ahead for your English journey in the future.
My English journey?
Right.
Well, as a person who wants to be a teacher, I want to use English to teach foreign students at school so that I could help them to understand my society class well.
Wow. So since you have said your major was the society education,
yes.
right?
Yes.
So you're going to be a society teacher and you hope your foreign students might understand your class through you speaking English.
Yes, that's right.
All right, I'm sure you can make it. And once again, thank you so much for today's interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jenny.
All right, so that was all about today's interview. See you next week and goodbye.
Thank you, Jenny, for interviewing Mr. Young Gon Lee, a 27-year-old society education student. And in the interview, he shared how he first discovered BEFM through the ad featuring the seagull mascot. We all know who that is, Boogie, right? And he reflected on his early exposure to English through a hagwon, and then he found proud moments of helping others using English, and his tips for improving languages is basically incorporating that language you are studying in your daily life. And looking ahead, he aims to use English as a teacher to support foreign students in understanding society classes. Awesome interview. Thank you so much, and hopefully best of luck in all that you do, Mr. Young Gon Lee. You're tuned into For Your Busan. The time is now 5:07 in the afternoon. We have a lot of good, fun segments coming your way, including today's text topic. When you look at the newspaper, when you read news articles online, what kind or which section do you look at it first? We've had Michael Kim Nim texting in, and as well as I think it was someone who said, Shiknim said, 가장 먼저 보는 건 주식이에요. That is true, right? Stocks, especially if you are into investment, funding, things like that, economy, finance, you would look at that first thing in the morning. to see how everything will change or what kind of things will affect or influence your investments, things like that. Let me see. We've also had Peppinim joining us here in the show, and Chunam as well as Kairos-nim. Welcome to the show, and Summer-nim as well. Stick around, don't go anywhere. We'll listen to a song and we'll be right back. This is Suddenly I See by KT Tunstall.
Silver pool of light. People who surround her feel the benefit of it. It makes you count. She holds you captivated in her palm. Suddenly I see. This is what I wanna be. Suddenly I see. Why the hell it means so much to me. Suddenly I see. This is what I wanna be. Suddenly I see. Why the hell it means so much to me. And I feel like walking the world, When you can hear she's a beautiful girl, She fills up every corner like she's born in black and white. Makes you feel warmer when you're trying to remember what you're. She likes to leave you hanging on a word. Suddenly I see. This is what I wanna be. Suddenly I see. Why the hell it means so much to me. Suddenly I see. But this is what I wanna be. Suddenly I see. Why the hell it means so much to me. And she's taller than most, and she's looking at me. I can see her eyes looking from the page of a magazine. She makes me feel like I could be a tower, big strong tower, yeah. The power to be, the power to give, the power to see, yeah, yeah. Suddenly I see. She got the power to be, the power to give, the power to see, yeah, yeah. Suddenly I see. She got the power to be, the power to give, the power to see, yeah, yeah, yeah. Suddenly I see. She got the power to be, the power to give, the power to see, yeah, yeah. Suddenly I see. She got the power to be, the power to give, the power to see, yeah, yeah. Suddenly I see. This is what I wanna be. Suddenly I see. Why the hell it means so much to me. Suddenly I see. This is what I wanna be. Suddenly I see. Why the hell it means so much to me. Oh yeah, yeah. Suddenly I see. Why the hell it means so much to me. Yeah, yeah. Suddenly I see. Why the hell it means so much to me.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Hosted by David Kim, airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Zooby-dooby, zooby-dooby, bum-ba-da, zooby-dooby, ba-dum-bum. Zooby-dooby, zooby-dooby, 나चे क्यों पागल stupid man.
Zooby dooby zooby dooby bum bara zooby dooby bum bum. Zooby dooby zooby dooby.
It is time for Zooby Dooby, which means it is time for a quiz and where you can participate to win a prize or two. And every single day we have different themed quizzes. One day might be you guessing in a city or a country or a guess who type quiz, or you have to guess a celebrity or a person related to Busan, or you sending in an acrostic poem, a 2-line or a 3-line acrostic poem Today, being a Wednesday hump day, we have pizza 한판 on the line. You could win a pizza 한판 coupon. And today's theme is 부사추. 맞습니다. 오늘은 부산 사투리 추천받는 퀴즈 시간입니다. Busan is known for a lot of different things, like the city of movies, a city of coffee. There's gaming exhibitions happening, international exhibitions happening. You know, it's got great shopping malls, great scenery, great hiking trails, so many good things about Busan. And one particular cultural thing about Busan is the saturi, the cultural dialect. And so today, if you are good at using Busan saturi, it's your time to shine. It's your chance to shine. Let me know a proper Busan saturi way of saying certain things. And today's phrase in question is, you know, when you go grocery shopping and you have a lot of things that are filled in your cart, and as you go to the cashier to pay for items, certain things are like ridiculously expensive, 너무너무 비싸요, and some are like a little bit, 1 + 1 할 수 있겠어요? Like those type of things, those type of situations. When something is expensive, you would say in Korean, 그거 정말 비싸구나. When something is cheap, you could say, 이건 왜 이렇게 싸지? How can you say these expressions in Busan 사투리? 부산 사투리로는 이 표현들을 너무 비쌀 때나 너무 저렴할 때 어떻게 말을 할 수 있을까요? In English, you could say, that's expensive. 와, 너무 비싸다. That's gonna cost me an arm and a leg. 저거는 너무너무 비싸요. 혹은, 와, 이거 왜 이렇게 싸지? This is a steal. 와, this is a steal. 뭐 이렇게 말할 수도 있고요. What a bargain. It's so cheap. 이렇게 말할 수가 있는데요. 부산 사투리로는 어떻게 말을 할 수 있을지 알려주세요. Send it to pound 9050 shop 9050 will cost you 101. A Kakao Talk message or NotTube live. Let me know. Shik님 saying 비쌀 때는 살 게 없네. I guess when you're walking around with your hands in the back like this, 살 게 없네. And when it's cheap, Shiknim said, 오늘 내가 쏠게. 오늘 내가 쏠게 마. 많이 싸라. Yeah. 와 이래 헐노. That's like when it's cheap, right? Good. Okay, keep these coming in. Let me know. I'll be reading them out. I'll listen to a song and we'll be right back. Drew Broden, welcome to this show. You're wearing a hyper blue zip up. I have no idea what kind of zip up this is, but it's really cool. I like it. It's velvety. You know, it's shiny. I love it. We'll listen to this song and we'll be right back. Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. I've still commitments while I'm thinking
All right, welcome back. We're in the middle of a zooby-dooby time. It is time for you to send me your Busan 사투리 translations to a particular phrase in question, which is 그거 정말 비싸구나. When things are expensive or when things are cheap, you could say 이건 왜 이렇게 싸지? 이거를 부산 사투리로 맛깔스럽게 어떻게 말을 할 수 있을까요? We've had a few texts coming in here. 헐타 is so simple. I like it. Thank you, Peppinim. Jubronim said, I guess this would be when you don't have a lot of money and everything's expensive. 나 지금 6,000원 있어요. That's a good way of saying, you know, it's too expensive. 너무 비싸요 할 때. 나 지금 6,000원 있어요. I like that. That's a good tactic, Jubro. I like it. And then you could say also when it's too expensive, he suggested saying 가격 폼 미쳤다. Oh, nice one. We've had Peppinim with a good one here. I love Bellu. It's a Busan style 영어죠. I love Bellu. Value. I love value. I like, good bang for the buck. I like bang for the buck, but you could say, I love value. Like Saturi style. Yeah, I like it. Donghun Linim, you're on the wrong show. But welcome to For Your Busan. 여기서는 북이 안 나오는 쇼입니다. 북이 나오지는 않지만요. 북이 멘션은 했습니다. Oh, real seagull? 혹시 보셨나요, seagull? He doesn't come onto this show, but you're welcome here. 여기 언제든지 welcome 합니다, 동훈 리님. Thank you. Jubroning, you don't get it? Well, you said 나 지금 6,000원 있어요, so I thought maybe that was the response of today's quiz, which is you telling me the Busan 사투리 translations to when something is expensive or when something is cheap. Here are a few that I came up with. If it's like expensive, 너무 비싸요. If it's very 비싸요, I could say 금이가. 그거 금이가. Or I could be like, when I look at the price, 공이 몇 개고 이거? Or I could say something like 갑자기 허리가 아프노. And when it's like really cheap, 하나 더 주이소. Or 자, 한 박스 사갈게 얘. That's something I would say. What about you? What would you say? How would you say it in Busan 사투리? 3865님 with a take here. 이게 배변값이 아이가. I can't say that word, but that's a good one. 박성진님 texting in. Good afternoon. How are you doing, sir? Saying 엄마랑 시장 가면 많이 듣는 말이에요. 비싸면, if it's expensive, his mom would say, 고마 가자. 고마 가자. If it's cheap, they would say, 고마 이거 가져. 네. 뿅님 texting in. What? 와 이리 싸노? 다 마라. 오늘 횡재인데. Okay, and then Youngnim with a text here. 깎으래. 좀 깎아주이소. And then if it's too 비싸요, then you could say 콩 하나 더 붙은 거가 이거. 잘못 보고 있나? And when it's cheap, you could say 이 사람 뭐 먹고 사노? 아이고. 먹고 살기 힘들 만큼 싸게 판다는 뜻. Gotcha. Thank you so much for the explanation, lim님. I guess you're talking to the merchant to be like, how are you able to survive if you're making so little? 이 사람 뭐 먹고 사노? 아이고, 제가 다 사갈게 예. Something like that. Thank you for your suggestions and your inputs here. I'm going to read a few more after we listen to this song and reveal the winner and the best response, I suppose. This song is Happy Talk by Claudine Longjet.
भीगी भीगी साड़ी में यूं ठुमके लगाती
Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. Talk about things you'd like to do. You've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Talk about the moon floating in the sky, looking like a lily on a lake. Talk about a bird learning how to fly, making all the music he can make. Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. Talk about things you'd like to do. You've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Your turn. Talk about a star looking like a toy, peeking through the branches of a tree. Talk about a girl, talk about a boy, counting all the ripples on the sea. That's nice. Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. Talk about things you'd like to do. You've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. Talk about things you'd like to do. You've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream? How you gonna have a dream come true? I had a dream. You
That song was Happy Talk by Claudine Longet. Longy. Let's leave it at that. Maybe I'll ask Melissa later on how to pronounce that one. But hey, welcome back. We're in the middle of our Zooby-Dooby time. I asked you to send me your Busan Saturday translations to us. We had Park Sung-jin-nim texting in. I love to listen to your show. Thank you so much. Wow. And he's gotten a lot of positive energy and vibes and power from listening to BEFM. Park Sung-jin-nim, you're welcome to our show at any time. And it's the best show, you know, right? Yeah, thank you, Park Sung-jin-nim, for tuning in. We've had Jo Hyun-chul-nim texting in as well, saying, if it's cheap, you could say, 공짜다, 공짜. And if it's expensive, he could say, 다음에 살게, yeah. You got to do the 한숨. 다음에 살게, yeah. Kind of like telling them that you'll be back, but you're kind of disappointed with the price. I like it. Thank you, 조현철님. We've had Michael Kim님 saying, 데이빗님, 혹시 부산 분이신가요? 부산말 엄청 찰지게 하시네요. Thank you. 전 노력 중입니다. I've lived here for quite some time. I'm not really good at Busan Saturday, but I've been tutored and I've been taught how to say it. Putting in accents and intonations in certain words from our lovely Chang PD. He's helped me a lot with the pronunciation of how to say certain things. 다음에 살게의 오타네요. Oh, was it? You did an 오타? Ah, I don't know. I didn't notice. Yeah. Sorry, my eyes aren't that good right now these days. I got my eye correction surgery a while ago, or 2 weeks ago. Still recovering, so, but all good. Even if you made ota or spelling mistakes or typo, it's okay. I can't really see it. I just look at the gist of it. You like my jacket? Thank you. It was on sale. It wasn't that expensive. Would say, "Hola, what's that? 얼마래고?" Okay, Michael Kidman. I got this one. 얼마래고? 얼마라고? That's a good one. When it's too expensive. 얼마라고? Are we gonna give away 억수로 비싼 피자 한 판 쿠폰 to 박성진님 축하드립니다. And thank you all for participating and texting in. I think we have one more I forgot to read. Shik님 비쌀 때 집에 비슷한 거 있어 예. If it's expensive. 집에 비슷한 거 있어 예. I like that. I have something similar at home. I don't need that. Yeah. 집에 비슷한 거 있어 예. I like that, Shik님. Yeah. 좋습니다. All right, Melissa is here in the studio for our next segment. So let's go ahead and greet her.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Melissa is in the studio. She is drinking something in a disposable cup.
Is that public shaming for the fact that I'm killing the sea turtles and the penguins and
Yeah, come on, Melissa. This is an eco-friendly show. I'm kidding.
But I
didn't
so
want to put you on a
tired.
spot. Yeah, I really didn't want to put you on a spot, but I couldn't think of any other thing to say. Like,
I could see you were trying to analyze my clothes
Yeah.
really quickly
I'm like,
and
what can I say? What
decide
can I say? What can I say?
what to talk about.
yeah, I'm guilty of bringing and using disposable cups all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're just desperately tired and you don't have your tumbler.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Yeah, this one kind of dirty too.
You got to wash it. See, at my other workplace, I have multiple tumblers and I have dish soap and a dish rag there and a little basket to take it to the bathroom and wash them up. So, I mean, there I'm very good. Here, oops.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, I mean, we're not perfect, right? We got to make mistakes from time to time.
Yep, right.
But hey, we're here for not to talk about our mistakes and flaws, but ridiculous controversies.
Absolutely, yes. In this segment, we discuss the seemingly mundane parts of the average Busan resident's life and break down the ridiculous controversies surrounding them. And of course, throughout this segment, we want to hear your views.
Yes. So if you have anything to say throughout the show, text us freely at pound 9050. Shop 9050 will cost you 101, a Kakao Talk message or YouTube Live. Let us know. Tell us your comments and things like that. Today, it's a bit different, isn't it? The way we do this. You're going to be explaining more, but we need your participation for today's segment, especially.
Oh, yes, because today we've got big Christmas controversies coming up, and we're going to help you all make this year's Christmas song playlist. So I've brought several legendary, ultra famous Christmas songs, and you all must decide love it or lose it.
Okay. Let me explain this to our listeners in Korean just briefly.
Yes.
오늘 세그멘트에서는 크리스마스 노래들을 듣고 들으셨을 때 이거는 너무 좋아요. Love it. 근데 이거는 듣기 싫어요. 이거 너무 많이 들었어요. Lose it.
Yes.
둘 중에 하나 골라서 적어주시면 됩니다. We need your participation. We need all of you to text in and let us know. Love it or lose it for each of the Christmas carols or songs.
Yes. For lose it, we want to lose the file. We don't want to play it again. And we want everybody to pick a side,
Okay.
right? There is no okay, no so-so, no
okay.
wishy-washy.
네.
So, David, I'm talking to you. No wishy-washy here. You got to decide.
Pick a side.
No middle of the road.
A or B 둘 중에 하나 꼭 고르셔야 됩니다. 아 이거 괜찮은데 이런 거 없습니다.
Rules are
사랑해요,
rules.
싫어요. 둘 중 하나.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, so I'll be playing clips from many different famous English language Christmas songs. Let me know your thoughts. Okay, are you ready for song number 1?
Let's do it.
All right, I'm sure you've already heard it once this year. Here goes. Maybe here it goes. And now people know what they don't want for Christmas. You don't want David at your holiday party. That's what you don't
Hey,
want.
I think with this clothing on, like all I want is Christmas is you.
I feel like, you know how Mabali, Ma Dong-seok, he
Yeah.
does all the awesome, like, kind of gangster movies where he
Yeah.
plays, like, Yangachi. But I love Mabali.
Yeah.
I love him. I feel like this is very, like, his vibe. Singing that song, wearing this velvet.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am Ma David.
It doesn't really work. Sorry. But obviously, that song was Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah.
It's usually number 1 on the holiday charts this time
Indeed.
of year. Last year, it surprisingly got dethroned.
Oh.
But anyway, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Love it or lose it. David, which one is it? Oh, really?
I would
See,
say-
I knew you were
I
going to
would
be a
say
fence sitter.
Lose it.
Okay, why?
That's too lovey-dovey. Come on, man.
Okay.
What if? What
Grinch.
about for all the singles out there? This song is heartbreaking.
That's true. Unless you're singing it to a piece of cake. Then it could be inspirational.
Oh, all I
Right?
want is you. My
Instead
cake.
of you, baby, like you, yummy, yum, 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 Christmas.
in my stomach.
Yes. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I would have to agree with you.
Yeah?
Lose it.
Lose
It's not because it's a bad song.
Mhm.
It's like it becomes intolerable somewhere around the like 3 millionth time that you hear it.
Yeah, 너무
Right?
많이 들어서요. 네.
If you go out shopping on any given day in the month of December, you hear it play at least once in every store.
Yeah.
At least here in Busan. So I say no more. Lose it from the playlist, right? 귀 아파요.
귀 아파요.
귀 피곤해요. Can I say 귀 피곤해요?
I'm
Does that
sick
work?
and tired of listening to it.
Yes.
귀 피곤해요. No, that's
No.
when your earlobes are like physically tired.
Okay, that's only for literal pain.
Yeah, like
What about for metaphorical ear pain?
귀.
If I cannot say 귀 피곤해요.
You can say 듣기 싫어요.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
듣기 싫어요.
Is there any like Q-related expressions, Jang PD, on how to say like I'm tired of listening to this?
귀에서 피난다.
귀에서 피난다.
Okay. 귀에서 피난다.
Yeah, wow, that
All
sounds
right.
really violent.
When I hear pee, I just think bloody nose or like blood, like literal blood.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
it feels very depressing.
Ouchie.
But I hear in the chat we have a lot of people disagreeing with us. Benny Neem saying love it. We have Michael Kim Neem agreeing with you, David. Heartbreaking. 맞아요.
Exactly. We've had our 작가, 홍 작가 saying it's 귀 고문. 귀 고문. 고문 is torture.
Yeah. 귀 고문. I'm going to write that down. I
Yeah.
got to remember that. The useful vocabulary. That
Yeah, not 간지러워요 or no.
귀 고문.
귀 고문. Okay.
Yes.
So what's our
yes.
next song?
Okay. So this next one, it might bring up happy memories of childhood. Nostalgia definitely factors in here.
Okay.
Jang PD, let's go for the next one.
Did you notice how I'm silent with this one?
Yes, how are you feeling about the chipmunks serenading you, David? That is the chipmunks. Do you love it?
Super annoying. I can tolerate it for just one cycle.
Okay, just one
time,
cycle.
One time, cool. I used to listen to it. I watched the movie. It's fun and nice. But anything more than just one play, like if it's on repeat, I'm out of there.
Right?
Yeah.
If it's on repeat. Yes.
Really?
First time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this clip we just heard, this was from Alvin and the Chipmunks, their 2007 movie. But let's see if your feeling changes. There's also the OG, the original Chipmunks from back in 1962.
Okay.
Okay, and David is very excited. You can hear it in his voice.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe it's a little bit better.
All right. Okay. Well, let's compare. You just heard the 2007 Chipmunks. This is 1962 Chipmunks. Take a listen and tell me if it changes your mind any.
Bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells,
And David is very happy. You could.
No,
it was
I'm
almost
not.
like you could see the physical pain on his face.
It's just like
Guigomun.
it's when you sometimes listen to Ariana Grande when she sings really high notes. And it's like, wow, she can hit really high notes.
Yes.
But imagine her singing the high notes all the time. It's like really screechy. It's like literally 귀 고문.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do not enjoy it.
Yeah, just like when it's in the movie and it's playing, cool, that's fine because it's part of the movie. I gotta watch it.
It's part of the movie. Okay.
But if it's like playing outside in the store, I'm like, okay, I'm going the other way.
Just imagine if you are working in the store.
Yeah,
Right?
I'll be like, sir, the manager, can I just change the playlist? This list of 100 Alvin and Chipmunks playlist.
They do have a full album.
Yeah.
And I know that because it was on repeat and I was trapped at work.
Oh, no.
Listening to that for hours on end when I was in high school. It's like you pray for a temporary workplace injury so you can be sent home, right? Like,
Yeah.
what's an injury bad enough to get me sent home, but not bad enough to cause serious pain or dismemberment?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
You want to avoid it. But Jubro-님 saying sounds interesting and a cute song. And also Michael Kim-님 saying so cute. David, it's so cute. Christmas time is here. I'm a chipmunk. Isn't it cute? So cute.
Christmas time is here. Hurry, Christmas, hurry fast.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the chipmunks, I feel like, listening to them for too long, it becomes awful because it reminds me of being at like a toddler's choir concert. Have you ever been to one of those?
I've been to good ones.
You've been to good ones?
Yeah, like
Okay.
Like I thought maybe this child was maybe in a legit choir.
Oh.
They had like heavenly angelic voices.
Okay, we've been to different children's choir concerts. I went to some as an adult, and I actually called my mom and I apologized.
Oh, for being a naughty kid?
I said 고맙고 미안해요,
Yeah.
for listening to all my terrible choir and band concerts over the years. And my mom, she said, no, it's fine. I always enjoyed going. And I thought, wow, 대박.
Yeah.
My mom is a skilled liar. I mean, I believed her. She said it really convincingly.
Yeah.
But my elementary school concerts reminds me of the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
Because it's just, it was not enjoyable. When my mom said she enjoyed going, it's like, okay, the grammar seems fine. Enjoy going. But the meaning, I don't really think this fits. Enjoy going to my choir concert.
She was a very loving mother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, okay. So chipmunks, you say lose it. I say lose it.
Yeah, all chipmunk songs. Sorry, lose it. All gone.
Okay,
Get
all
out
of
of
them.
here. Yeah.
Jingle Bells, the new one. Okay. All right. So we have another one that's a classic. This is a classic. I'm not actually sure how much it's played in Korea, but in America, this is everywhere. Here we go. Here's the next one.
bells,
go, David. Wow.
You can just imagine, right? Their mouths is like really big. They have to enunciate,
Articulating.
articulate very well.
Yes.
And they're always like, their head is always going, because they gotta shoot up the
Yeah, you
volume.
got to get the sound
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
do you know that song? What it's
It
called?
sounds very familiar, but I don't know the title of it.
Because usually this is instrumental, right? It always has that dun da da dun dun da da dun dun da da dun.
Yeah,
This it's called Carol of the Bells.
Carol of the
It's
Bells.
Carol of the Bells.
Yes.
So this particular version was sung by Libera. It's a choir in the UK. It's composed solely of children.
Right.
I mean, I can tell you one thing. My childhood choir concert sounded nothing like that.
A little bit of screeches here and there.
Yeah, very, very screechy. But if this melody sounds familiar to our listeners and you know you've heard it, you're not really sure, oh, Michael Kim Neem, he already knows. Home Alone. Yes. So the original Home Alone movie, they played it when Kevin ran home from church and prepared for the robbers to arrive. And that was the only instrumental version, which I think the instrumental version is probably more common.
He just texted that in. He just said 나홀로 집에 1탄에 교회에서 기도하는 장면에서 나옵니다.
Mind Bridge. Mind Bridge.
Very good.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Love it or lose it? Carol of the Bells.
I actually like this one.
Okay.
It's pleasant to listen to.
It's pleasant to listen
My
to.
key doesn't hurt. No gomun. It's
Okay.
like chocolate in my ears.
Oh.
Does that even make sense?
Okay, this could go either way. Chocolate in your ears. Is this like, do you have an ear infection? Or is this like some kind of, expression to be like, oh, it's like,
It's a new
good.
expression.
It's so lovely.
Because you
Chocolate
eat a
in
lot
your
of chocolates
ears.
during Christmas.
Makes me think kind of
so-
the sticky children. They stick some chocolate in their ear.
and get all the earwax out. Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's what we want to do with
Yeah.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Exactly.
But we like this one. Yeah, so interesting fact about Carol of the Bells. The origins of the lyrics, they come from a Ukrainian folk chant. It's called Shchendrik, which translates to bell choir.
Oh.
And here's another interesting fact. In my 13 years of public schooling, I was never allowed to sing or play this song in any kind of school concert.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, maybe is it because we sucked and the teachers knew
Maybe it was overplayed.
we couldn't sound anything like the Libera choir, so they didn't allow us to sing it, so we wouldn't embarrass ourselves in public.
Was it maybe copyrighted?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe they did it because they thought we'd just embarrass ourselves. But the joke was on the teachers because we found new and creative ways to embarrass ourselves. We did not need their protection, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
All right.
okay.
So
We
did
love
you
this
say
song.
You love it too?
I love this song.
Okay.
Yes. And I feel like I love it more possibly because I was never allowed to sing it.
Uh-huh.
So the level
so you
only
wanna
grows.
rebel, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, be the 청개구리. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
We
Do we have another one?
Yes, we do. So this one is also a classic. So let's play the next one. Watching your mouthing makes me a little bit scared sometimes, but
Yeah?
it's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
That's how you gotta sing. You gotta,
With passion.
yes, with power.
From the soul.
Yes.
Yes. We have some messages coming in. Daily Scotty Meme saying it feels pretty holy.
It's a very religious song, isn't it?
Yes, and Michael Kim Neem saying, my gui isn't hurt. Yes.
Yeah.
So, depending on your religious affiliation, you might be more or less familiar with this one. It is, do you know it? Do you know it, David? Any guess?
Joy to the world.
Yes, right? Because that's what they were singing.
To the world.
I'm glad you
Yes.
sang it. Yes. So I'm not sure about here in Korea, but in 미국 성당, Catholic churches, they always sing this as the very last song of Christmas Mass. So it's very special. And as a kid, it was very exciting for me. I tried to sing this song as loud as possible.
Yeah.
So looking back, maybe there's a lot of people that I should go and apologize to.
Oh, when you were laughing.
When I was singing loudly, I was so excited to sing this song. And so I sang really as loudly as possible. And I remember some of the people turned around to look at me. And I thought, like, you know, as an 8-year-old, like, oh, yeah, I'm singing really good.
Yeah.
I think they were looking at me for a different reason. Sorry.
Because
Sorry to the people.
lyrically, it can stir confusion to some because, you know, culturally, maybe they're not Catholic, not Christian. So they might be like, hey, what's this person singing or what's this fool doing?
Well, as a child, I think it's more like, you know, my lack of talent.
Oh,
but I had passion.
Voices, tone, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But I love this one.
Okay, you
Yeah,
love this
personally,
one.
yes.
Any reason why? Is it?
I always grew up listening to it.
Oh, okay,
and
that's the
so
tradition.
it brings you back good old memories of going to places with your mom and dad, or maybe you went to your friend's church or, you know, something like that, and you listened to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The nostalgia.
Exactly.
Right? It brings you back. Yes. Yeah. It's really nice. And I see we have John Kim Neem joining us, saying it's my very first time to join live. Thank you
Yes.
very much for joining us.
Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah.
So for you, is it lose it or love it?
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard it a lot and I'm never sick of it. I love this.
Despite offending people with your singing skills?
Yeah, despite my accidental offense of singing it too loudly and probably too badly.
Okay.
Okay, but I have another song. I want to make sure we get to it because this one, I'm not sure how common it is in Korea. It has been remade so many times. And despite it not being a classic, like, you know, Jingle Bells, it's not a classic like that. I couldn't even find the version that I had listened to back when I was younger because there's so many modern remakes. So some hints, some background. Legendary child actress in the 50s, Shirley Temple, she sang it. Christian alternative band Reliant K did a remake. Country music duo Sugarland had a version. Less Than Jake had a rock version. But it doesn't matter which version you listen to. The lyrics are the same.
Oh.
Take a listen.
Okay.
Somebody snitched on me, so I'm getting nothing for Christmas. Mommy and Daddy are mad. I'm getting nothing for Christmas. 'Cause
But
I ain't been
the lyrics are kind of weird.
I love seeing your facial expressions, David. There, you could see, for those of us who are listening and not watching David's face, his face slowly scrunched up. Like imagine a grape is becoming a raisin. That's how his face scrunched like, oh, what am I listening to?
I think I'm getting nothing for Christmas, right?
Yes. So they're saying I'm getting nothing, but it's literally written Nuttin, nuttin.
That's kind
Instead
of
of
weird, though,
nothing,
right?
it's
Yeah.
nuttin. It's supposed to be cute.
Oh, really?
Right? Like they say, I ain't getting nothing for Christmas. Right?
Okay.
That like it's very
Sure.
annoying kid
Yeah.
concept.
Okay. Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
supposed to be so like whiny kid that it becomes cute. That's
Okay.
that's the concept.
That's the point.
That's the point.
All right. For
Okay.
me, I pass on this one. I'd lose it for me.
But why? Jubro님 says 귀엽네요.
Yeah, it's that lyric part, the nuttin part.
The
which
nuttin
I just
part.
don't like it.
You don't like it when people say nothing?
Yeah, I don't like it. It's
You
not
don't.
my thing.
You got nothing in your cup?
And I would never sing it out loud either. It's just like, not my thing. Yeah.
Are you sure? I feel
Yeah.
like you could enjoy singing
I
this
don't want
one.
that. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't want
you don't like this one.
I don't want any nuts in the lyrics.
Okay. Yeah, the changing from nothing, I'm
Yeah.
getting nothing to nuttin'. Yeah, I feel a little guilty. Like I
You
feel
like
like I tortured our listeners making everybody hear that song. I do not like it.
okay.
I say
Thank
lose
goodness.
it.
Yeah.
I feel it is Christmas audio assault.
Yeah.
Even the Reliant K version, and I love Reliant K, but I hate this song.
Ugh.
So I feel like maybe I might like it if Big Bang made a rap version.
Ooh.
Maybe.
How would they do that?
I have no idea. But
Getting nothing for Christmas. Yeah, yo. Big Bang.
wearing this velvet shirt you've got on.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I heard this a lot
Yeah.
when I worked at a store in high school. Did you hear this a lot in Canada?
No, I think it's my first time hearing it for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I heard this all the time. My manager loved this song.
Okay,
And
maybe
she
I was
played it
missing out.
over and over. I hated it. My coworkers hated it. As soon as the manager left, like store owner left,
Yeah.
then my immediate manager would go over and usually like turn it off and start like yelling and like, that
Really?
song. And yes, we all like had holiday rage.
Wow.
Because of this ain't getting nothing for Christmas. Bring back Mariah Carey. Hey, maybe it's not so bad after 5 million times listening to it, right?
Maybe. Okay. Well, we've had a number of different music that you guys might love and might not want to hear ever again. And thank you so much for bringing it to us. Just like Benny Nim said, today's segment was fun yet informative about Christmas songs, but that's all the time we have for today,
Yes.
unfortunately. Thank you so much for coming in. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
All right, that was Melissa with us. We have to wrap things up with this tune in the background. We'll see you tomorrow. See you later, alligator.